Ese Cholo.
What's up, familia? Welcome inside the pad. Hope you guys are doing good. Keep you in between the lines. Got your load secure. I didn't feel like being all set up, all professional and everything, Holmes. I'm out here in the living room watching a little TV. All right, man. What's up, Looney Boy? All right. So earlier this week, for those who don't know, I live in Ontario, man. Earlier this week, there was a big fire out here. I didn't even really get a chance to see it because I was on the road, but I got a chance to pass by on the freeway, and there was a lot of smoke. There was a warehouse. I just heard it was paper, but it looks like, I guess it's toilet paper, man. Going back to the COVID days, man, we're gonna have a shortage of toilet paper. This was enormous warehouse. My sons, they live on that side of Ontario, man. Well, they were saying it was arson, right? Or they were saying, yeah, we think it's arson. And looks like they came up with a video, man, and they actually got a suspect, Holmes. It was a dude who started. Yeah, let's see, man. Let's check this out.
Begin with the breaking news update on that massive warehouse fire in Ontario earlier this week. The suspect now facing federal charges.
And when they say massive warehouse, this was a huge warehouse. Was dog, because that sucker ain't there anymore.
Fire Bureau Chief Rob McMillan joins us live in Rancho Cucamonga with more on today's announcement. Rob?
Well, as far as the state case goes, he was scheduled for arraignment here in Rancho Cucamonga this morning, but for some reason he was unable to be transported. That arraignment now set for Monday. He's facing multiple felony charges. He's the man accused of burning down a massive warehouse in Ontario.
This is the fool right here, man. This is, now he's accused, right? He's the suspect. I've said it before, man. I've said it before. I'll say it again, dog. Everybody, Holmes, take just a good heartfelt picture. Let me tell everybody something, Holmes. Okay, Spencer, I don't have the mic. I don't have nothing. I don't have the headset. Nothing, dog. It's just taking it way back to the day when I first got on YouTube. It's just the speaker and just a regular camera on the laptop. But anyway, I'm going to take a picture of me handing over. It's got to be done professionally, right? They got to make sure they get my face, but it can't look too intentional, okay? But I'm going to take a picture of myself, or somebody's going to have to take a picture of me. Taking a picture of me handing a turkey to a kid in a wheelchair. And that will be my mugshot, Holmes, because this picture right here, of course, homie, who doesn't look at this and say this vato's guilty as hell? This dude is straight up guilty. But if you go down my route, Holmes, and they use a picture of you handing over, a box, a gift box, like during Christmas, to a kid in a wheelchair, come on, dog. Let you go scot-free, homie. But a picture like this, yes.
On Tuesday, Shamel Abdul Kareem now facing arson.
What's that name again?
Abdul Kareem now facing massive warehouse in Ontario on Tuesday. Shamel Abdul Kareem now facing arson charges.
That probably doesn't help you.
House in Ontario on Tuesday. Shamel Abdul Kareem now facing arson charges. The damage he caused estimated to be well over $500 million. San Bernardino County DA Jason Anderson says he now faces 10 years to life if convicted.
Hey, dog, I'm telling you, this warehouse is so damn massive.
Paper product alone that was inside of the warehouse was worth $500 million. The building itself was worth
Is it just toilet paper?
$500 million.
Says he now faces 10 years to life if convicted.
The paper product alone that was inside of the warehouse.
The paper product. This dude is so professional. This guy is so professional, dog. Look at the way he rocks his tie. He's so professional. The paper product, Holmes. He didn't want to call it toilet paper.
Faces 10 years to life if convicted.
The paper product alone that was inside of the warehouse was worth $500 million.
500 mil of toilet paper, Holmes. Gosh darn it.
The building itself was worth $150 million.
If you're not going to pay us enough to live or afford to live, at least.
I'm sure most of you have seen this video, but this is the recording. This is actually what put him on the radar. And having this video with his name, with that picture, yeah, it's not going to help his case, but let's check it out.
$150 million.
If you're not going to pay us enough to live or afford to live, at least pay us enough not to do this.
The suspect allegedly posting this on social media, setting several fires to the paper product.
Yeah, if you guys can see, there's a fire right back here, and then there's one right down here. So he started multiple fires. So it's not like he just lit one pallet on fire. I don't know if he was strategic with it, or, he just said, like, let me like this one, let me like that one, just randomly.
To the paper products inside the warehouse where he worked. Now, he's also facing federal charges for his alleged actions.
This company's products include Kleenex and Huggies and are used nationwide, being sold and shipped through interstate commerce, which provides us federal jurisdiction over this case.
U.S. Attorney Bill Asaley also releasing information about text messages and phone calls the suspect made to coworkers.
Quote, all you had to do was pay us enough to live, pay us more of the value we bring, not corporations. Didn't see the shareholders picking up a shift, unquote. In a phone call to one witness.
I'll tell you, dog. I'll tell you. Everyone is nuts except for me. Everyone is crazy except for me, dog. And the fact that this stuff gets shipped out throughout the nation, this fool's going to face some federal time on this. Even the trailers that are getting burnt down, dog, that is damage right there. And whatever businesses, those trailers, because those trailers are not owned by that business. Okay, they're not. You got different companies that have trailers there.
The defendant compared himself to Luigi Mangione, the accused murderer of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson.
Fortunately, no one was hurt during the massive fire. Officials saying that Abdul Karim's actions appear politically motivated.
People are resorting to violence to communicate political messages or economic messages. I don't know if this guy saw himself as Luigi, but he's an arsonist. He's a criminal. America's founded on capitalism. Anyone who attacks our values, our way of life, our system, which provides the best goods and services to the most people, we're going to come after aggressively.
Now, the state case will be prosecuted first. If convicted of aggravated arson, he faces 10 years to life behind bars. The DA pointing out he would not be eligible for any good time credits. The federal case will go second. If convicted there, he faces a maximum of 20 years in federal prison. Live in Rancho Cucamonga, Rob McMillan, ABC 7 Eyewitness.
Wow, man. Wow. All right. Found that interesting because I actually covered that story on a live earlier this week, dog. So let's see what you guys are saying right here. What's up, YouTube fam? What's up, Jesus M? Let me see. He recorded it, by the way. Yeah, that dude torched a massive warehouse. That was a massive warehouse, dog. All you had to do was pay us more, the job, don't be a criminal, burn down. Yeah, that's what he was saying. He was a disgruntled employee. But, look, I think this dude, that wouldn't have been it. Had they paid him more, that wasn't really the issue. This dude had issues, dog. Name checks out here in America. Apparently, from what I understand, the fire sprinkler did go off, but it wasn't enough, which they're probably going to have to look at that. Don't think the sprinkler system worked. It torched the whole thing. Okay, so earlier this week, I did a live talking about it, and you had the reporter talking to, I think, one of the fire chiefs or whatever, whoever it was, some bombero, right? And he said the sprinkler system did go off. It did, but it wasn't enough to contain the fire. And I was just kind of like, then you got to work on the sprinkler system. Now, I understand the product in that warehouse. So these warehouses, they're not owned by that company, right? This warehouse was owned by something else. So, you lease it out to a business, and then they go and then they move their product in there. But the building, the facility itself, it just has a regular sprinkler system. It doesn't have a sprinkler system for paper itself. So that might be something they're going to have to look into later on. According to that firefighter that was there on the grounds, who was in charge, he said the sprinkler system did go. It just wasn't enough to contain it, which is strange. Our system probably wasn't par with what it should have. Yeah, because it was full of paper. Like I said, those facilities, they get leased out to companies, right? So it's not like the company that makes the paper is warehousing it at a facility that they own. So that's probably something. Maybe with things like hazmat, they do take that into consideration. Like, okay, what are you going to be housing here at our warehouse? Oh, some sort of hazmat. Okay, well, our warehouse is not equipped for hazmat, right? But if somebody says, toilet paper and Kleenex and all that, there's no hazmat there. But obviously the sprinkler system wasn't enough to be housing paper like that. So that's probably something they're going to have to be taken into consideration, man. Gorko, door security. Kiole, dog. Shouts to Watson, homie. Insurance fraud? I mean, this dude's going to have to get paid, dog. Did they hire him? This dude's facing some serious time. I don't think insurance fraud. I think it was just crazy dude who was mentally ill and took it way too far. He recorded the whole thing. And that was the thing, too, dog. I don't know how old that fool is, but recording it all. But all right, I'll get to it in a second. Hey, the champ right there. What's up, Maha Hustle? Like starting a fraud war isn't a criminal act compared to warehouse. My goodness gracious, dog. I guess it's Friday night, huh? All right. I just broke my train of thought of what I was going to say. Okay, now I remember. So, you know how it's so easy to record nowadays, right? And this dude recorded himself. He recorded himself, burning this up. And people are saying, oh, man, this dude's an idiot, for recording himself doing this, right? And the ones that are all like, oh, man, you know what? Back in the day, man, we didn't do that. No, actually, that's on the contrary, man. Yeah, we did do that. Vatos will go out with video cameras, but they were expensive. So not everybody had one. But dudes will be out there with video cameras, man, cruising the Whittier Boulevard, doing all that stuff, man. But again, did you have many video cameras out there? No, because it was expensive, dog. Vatos ain't balling like that, Holmes, Nowadays, everybody does have a camera. So, yeah, man, this dude, like I said, is interesting to me because I live here. I live in Ontario. Now, I don't live on that side of Ontario. I live in the downtown area, but my sons, they live on that side of Ontario, man. So, they had to close up the windows and all that stuff so the smoke doesn't go inside the pad. But yeah, dog, it was quite the fire. I just passed by throughout the week because I was trucking on the road. I was on I-10 westbound going to the 15 to go to Nevada, and I was able to see all the smoke, man. I thought it was something. I thought it was foggy. I thought it was foggy, and when I looked south, that's where I saw, like, is that a fire? And then I started thinking to myself, ain't nothing but concrete and asphalt down that way. What's on fire? Usually when there's wildfires here, it's going to be up in the mountains because you can see the mountains from where I'm at. So that's why it really tripped me out. I was looking down and I could see all the smoke, dog, and it's just a massive fire. So I never even thought of a building because I'm like, what building's that big? You know, and I just thought it's concrete and asphalt down there, dog. What the heck is on fire? I don't know what's up with homeboy right there, man. You want to show the vids to select people, not millions. Yeah. I mean, you got the movie Master Society, right? Where he takes the tape, dog, he starts showing it. Old dog starts showing it to everybody. So this dude is facing, let me put it back up. This guy's facing some real serious time. Just want to get his name again.
Bureau Chief Rob McMillan.
Now set for Monday, he's facing multiple felony charges. He's the man accused of burning down a massive warehouse in Ontario on Tuesday. Shamel Abdul Kareem, now facing arson charges.
Shamel Abdul Kareem. I wonder if this is going to change some sort of protocol when people get hired. I wonder if this is going to change some sort of protocol in warehousing, because this story is catching steam. I wonder if this is going to change. I don't know, man. Maybe they cage things that are flammable. Because it's not hazmat, you know, like working with in trucking, right? You can haul paper. That's not hazmat, right? But if there is a fire, yeah, that paper is going to burn up pretty damn badly. But as it stands right now, nobody's ever even thought of that. Okay, now if you're hauling, you know, obviously explosive stuff and kerosene and propane and, you know, things of that nature, paint thinner, all that stuff. Yeah, all that stuff is hazmat. But when you think of things like this, that really just one little spark could cause a massive fire, and it's not hazmat, it's just paper. Yeah, nobody has really thought about that, because that can cause some serious damage, dog. And this right here, they ain't gonna get that Fetty out back. The insurance, let's see what happens with the insurance, dog, because they hired this dude. And from what I understand, he actually, I think I was hearing that he's with a third party. So I don't know if he's from an agency, which really that's who pays you, the agency. If I'm not getting that, if I'm not getting that wrong, but from what I understand, this dude was from a third party, which basically just means he was from an agency. So, you know. But just want to come on here, touch on that real quick. I didn't want to be on here too late. I gotta tell you, man, I'll tell you guys this. There was a night, I think on Wednesday night, I only got 3 hours. Yeah, it was an agency. Okay, so then why does he burn? See, okay, that's what I'm saying. This really had nothing to do with the pay. This really had nothing to do. This dude was just out of it. This dude was just out of it, man. You know, I've worked for agencies, even truck driving agencies. So the agency pays you. Now, the agency charges the company, but the agency is the one that pays you. You work that out with the agency. You don't work that out with the company. The agency works out a deal with the company, not on your behalf, on their behalf. They're not negotiating or have those rates for the company for you. They're doing it for them. When the agency hires you, now you deal with the agency, just the agency alone. It's not that the agency is some sort of a union rep for you going and negotiating a good deal to the company for the company on your behalf. No, they're doing it for them, for them to get paid. You deal with the agency directly. So this dude, yeah, this fool's on a, I don't know, man. Throw the book at this dude, dog, because this dude definitely real danger, man. This dude was gonna do something. Luckily, I think they said there was 20 people that were in there. Nobody got hurt. You know, that's good. But let's see, man, because that what they say, $500 million worth of Kleenex and tissue and toilet paper and all that that's distributed throughout the country. So let's see if we have another COVID kind of thing, man. Go get yourself a roll of toilet paper or two, man, before really we start feeling some sort of shortage. Some might need it more than others. Anyway, Holmes, like I was saying, on Wednesday night, I only got 3 hours of sleep, and I have not been able to recover that sleep since then, making it seem like it's been a whole week or anything. It's not that long. It was just the day before yesterday. I haven't been able to make up any of that sleep, so I'm gonna go ahead and make that up tonight. As big as that warehouse is, he don't do it himself. Yeah, looking at some serious time, looking at state time for the old time. Yeah, this guy's gonna do some time. But all right, guys, I'm sleep deprived, Holmes. Just want to come on here and like I covered this story on a live earlier this week. And then once all this information came on, I'm like, hey, man, I want to touch on this. And I'm sleep deprived, man. I haven't been getting a lot of sleep. But I got to go get that sleep in because I got to really get training. I mean, I've started training already, but I'm doing beta breakers. I'll talk about that more on another one. It's a run up in San Francisco. Shout out to the Bay. I will be up in San Francisco the weekend of May 16th. We're going to run that beta breakers. We're going to crush it, Holmes. I guarantee you guys that. All right, pues. Hey, man, you guys be good. Don't be a disgruntled employee. Don't go lighting things on fire. Go negotiate for a raise, Holmes. If not, get the heck out of Dodge. Know your worth, all right? Don't be going doing stupid stuff like this. All right, pues. As always, familia, live your life like you're on the road. Be aware surroundings and always keep a safe distance. Blood, make sure you lay below to make sure. Until next time, this is Ed the Trucker. Over and out.